Welcome to the Wiregrass of Alabama in Troy and home to the Troy Trojans. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia State's offense will go on the attack first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Throws to the wideout. He's straight downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back to get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, you love to see this offensively on the first drive of the game. Your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back to the 36.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So Troy's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Clemens. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Off play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
This is where it's tough to play QB and when to use touch, when to throw it hard, and he chooses to put a little bit of touch on the ball and argue probably a little too much touch. The DB was right there to make the play. He didn't get the pick, but obviously no touchdown.
Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking downfield on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Clemens. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. The give out of the gun. Gets it past the marker. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Clemens. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. Jumped on top of the pile.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking for a gap. It's Ellison. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Troy! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to ULM. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Turning on the Jets. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Finds his big tight end. And they swarm him under. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the... we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down. In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute...
Breaks into the open. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Finds his tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Wants to throw on first down. Works the middle of the field. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Now the play fake. Got a man. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Trojans! And the route is on. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Now, that's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to ULM. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it to the right side. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking for a crease. It's Ellison.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Blasted as he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the done.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.